Welcome to Heathen's Garage, folks. Bet you didn't think I was gonna milk this truck for another episode. Neither did I. That's right, folks. We are in our 2004 GMC 2500 HD, and we're driving around like everything's good. But if we take you back into the past about, well, 2 days, everything wasn't so good. And that's what I'll show you now. Because, see, I didn't do a very good job of continuity within the storyline. So now we sort of got to jump back and forth between current me and, you know, me of the past. But that's okay. It's Christmas time, so there's always, you know, the past and the present guy and carols and stuff. Alright, neat. You want to shake, Pa? You want a high five? Oh, that's a very good set. Yeah. Do you want to shake? You want to shake? You know what it means. You'll do it as soon as I turn the camera off. Pound it. I have the best dogs ever. Except Elvis, he wouldn't even get off the couch to come out here. Now, what we're actually working on this white truck on is, you see how I've turned this header blue? I kind of made a joke about it in the shorts. If you look at the other side, it isn't blue. It did not get this hot. And on our nice long test drive, looking at Christmas lights, what we found was it was hot and the other side was not hot. And then it started running worse and worse until finally we had to limp it home on, I don't know, 5.5 cylinders. I think what we got going on here, based on one cylinder being real hot, is we got a bad O2 sensor. So one whole bank was being underfueled and the other bank was being overfueled. And anyways, we're gonna swap O2 sensors, pull some plugs, and see what damage we did. All right, show and tell time. The good news is, I don't think I was crazy even a little bit, because I got one that looks like this and one that looks like this. Really hope it focused. Anyways, I got one that is like sooty black and one that is not. I don't know which one is actually bad, because maybe this was running fine and they're just gonna turn blue. Maybe the other side's runaway rich. But regardless, we're changing them both because, you know, we bought new ones. All the spark plugs are fine. There's no evidence of getting burnt or anything like that, so we didn't cook it too bad. The bad news is, see, this is, I put boots on, right? I thought that far ahead, and then I pulled them off. And see, there's this one spot that's different than the rest of the spots, and it happens to go there. So that's a problem. We got about 3 like this. Now, it could be because these are like Amazonian and just not very good quality. Or it could be that I just need to put some heat wrap on this. Or it could be the headers are of a really poor design and should have had a little more space. But regardless, we're going to put some header tape on the headers as well as these, and we'll hope that that's good enough. Not my finest work there. I don't expect the duct tape will last very long, but it should tell us if it's going to help or not. If it works, then we'll pop the headers off and wrap them, I guess, because I wouldn't know what else to do. I propose that we put it back on the ground and see if we're back on all 8. How's that sound? Down you go. Well, that was pretty fast. Now I need to drive it for a bit and see if we melt a couple more plug wires. I just put used ones on, so no big loss. We burnt a couple spark plug wires, as you just witnessed. Then we went on our initial test drive, and whenever we go for an initial test drive, I try and take nephew Sam along. But the problem was we had sort of a cousin in need, as it were, and he had a flat tire on the side of the road. So we jumped in the truck that barely had a road test, and last time it was driven, it burned a few spark plug wires, and we went boot scooting down the highway to go bring him a spare tire. I think it's a pretty good idea. The first road trip I do after fixing this thing is to go on a rescue mission. Yeah. You know, on the plus side, I don't think I've melted the spark plugs yet.
That's great.
You got spares.
I did bring a few spares.
You probably get home on, what, 5 cylinders?
That's how it got home last time. It creates a dependence on the part of the other person if you help them every time.
That's what she said.
Steve, we just got monetized. We can't even make jokes like that.
Can't use that. So do I want parts to finish some stuff, or do I want more stuff?
Give me a better... Be more specific.
Well, the Summit cart named Dodge Challenger would make it steer pretty good, I think.
Okay, what are you...
I like that.
That sounds pretty good. Is that torsion bars?
No, I'm keeping the 6-cylinder torsion bars.
Okay, good.
I like the way they dangle the front tires when you're rally racing.
Are B and E body the same torsion bars on a Dodge?
I don't know.
Because I've got a set of Hemi torsion bars somewhere for the Plymouth.
Oh, yeah. I looked for them once when I did the cross-member,
Oh, okay.
and I couldn't find them in the Plymouth, and then I gave up. But I mean, as long as it's an off-road car, the slant 6 ones are perfect.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're jacked all the way up, and they're soft.
Yeah.
What is
That noise.
I was trying to think.
Oh, because I'm in 4x4. What an idiot. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's quieter.
It goes along pretty smooth in 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. You don't really... Well, I don't have matching tires all the way around either.
You might have them now.
Well, yeah. Nothing else. At least I hurt the T-case probably.
Yeah.
Also have a dent in the drive shaft, and I'm shocked at how smooth it is.
I've heard they're very susceptible to dents, or to like vibrating when they have a dent.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can put T-case rebuild on the list of things to do.
Do you like this truck?
I don't know. I own it now.
Yeah, but if you own something and you don't like it, and you spend too much on it, you can often make a trade that softens the blow.
All right, Sam. What was your question?
What would be a good first car for me? What do you think?
Well, you should have a Dakota,
Why?
because your dad drove a Dakota in high school, and I drove a Dakota in high school, and that's just what you do.
Yeah, Grandpa probably drove a Duesenberg in high school.
Well, who knows?
When I had that Dakota in high school,
Yeah.
that was the newest truck I've ever had.
I know, but when I had a Dakota in high school, it was 20 years old.
Yeah, that could still be the newest truck you've ever had.
Ooh, Subaru.
Why? What kind of car do you want for school? Or for your first car?
I'm thinking between 3 Chevys.
Okay, let's hear it.
IROC.
Okay. Like an
LA.
80s?
Yeah.
An 80s Camaro.
No,
Okay.
60s C10.
Yeah.
no.
Or a 50s Bel Air. Like 57.
See, here's the problem, Sam. If you're anything like your dad, you're gonna smash the first 16 cars you own. So you don't get to have any of those. You get a Dakota like the rest of us, and you can destroy it. Just
Yeah,
like
that'd
I
be
did.
better. Do the world a service, destroy a Dodge.
I've never really mentioned that fact. The Dakota you drove in high school is the Dakota that's in my barn.
That truck was the only reason girls would talk to me,
Yeah, right.
or to yell at me.
Like Auntie when you did a donut in front of her house? Like that kind of talking to? Or
She didn't yell at me. She didn't even talk to me for quite some time.
the sun is directly in my eyes and we can't see anything, so we're just gonna drive past them, almost guaranteed.
I've got my eyes peeled.
Probably I can see further down that ditch or Sam can than you.
I expect you're correct. Now, ideally, he'd be in this pullout. Is he in that pullout?
I don't think
Does
so. But he is just after it. Unfortunately, he's still in a lane of traffic.
Yeah.
But he's got the wheel off. Which means we don't have to use our jack.
Sam, you gotta get commentary from inside.
Oh, They're just putting the wheel on. Probably not the right tire that we're giving them, but it'll go on there anyways. Yeah, they're just jacking her up, you know. I think they're gonna put that tire on pretty soon here. But yeah, they're getting the tire on. I can see it's basically on. Sorry, there's no good angle right here. The sun is right in our eyes. Just a quick note, don't forget to get your Cruise Culture magazine. The rescue's finally over.
Well, after that NASCAR pit stop done by everybody, we are back on the road. Well, they're back on the road and we're still on the side of the road, but we're
getting all ready.
You all buckled up?
Yep.
Okay, punch it. Here, take the camera.
All right.
After we had got home and everything was fine, I took the truck again the next day and I went to visit old Mike Barkley from Barkley Built on YouTube. He's gonna have a car in Cruise Culture magazine here pretty soon, which you can, pre-order on the website. Anyways, we drove out to Mike Barkley's place because he had a small block Ford for the fair sum of $50, and I kind of thought that was a good deal regardless of what shape it's in. So we scooted out there to try it out again and see if everything was, good still in the truck before I had to actually start asking it to work. Well, it didn't get any warmer overnight, but I thought maybe I'd give you a look at what the headers look like now that, both are firing appropriately, because it's significantly different. Well, it's dark out, but you can see that's the one I really cooked. Now the passenger side looked like brand new before we did the O2 sensors. Now it's sort of a nice color. It's pretty like. I expect that's how it was supposed to look when you got them warm, because now it's running a heck of a lot better too. We are on to test drive number 2, as we get to go do something fun. And I'll tell you what that means. We're gonna go pick up an engine. From somebody you may or may not know by the name of Mike Barkley, from YouTube fame of Barkley Built. They're miles of Mayhemers. And I happened to notice while watching one of his videos that he had a small block Ford that he didn't quite know what to do with. So that's what we're gonna go do, is we're gonna go pick up an engine. And best of all, old Elvis and Luna were finally willing to get off the couch to join us. Elvis is a little bit sad that he's in the back instead of the front, but he's just gonna have to get over it this one time. We're gonna take back roads the whole way so we can go nice and slow and avoid the drive shaft vibrations, and also because then there's less traffic, and I don't go highway speeds with the dogs in the backseat loose. That just seems dumb. But if you're going 60 or 70 kilometers an hour just down the back roads, odds of getting into an accident are quite minimal, I think. That's my opinion on the matter anyways. If we're going highway speeds, they go into a locked up kennel or seat belted in or something. But for a back road trip, they're okay back there. Hey Elvis, are you safe? Are you feeling safe? Luna, do you feel safe? They're probably feeling safe.
broken exhaust hanger, one of the ones that was just tacked in, but that's not really the world's biggest problem. So aside from having to fix that, like, you know, this thing's running pretty good. It seems like it's happy, the O2 sensors are happy, it's not stinky, you know, and it doesn't seem to stall except maybe once, and that was more my fault than its fault. Anyways, now that we've done 2 test drives with it and we're pretty satisfied with the results, we're gonna close out the video. Thanks for watching and subscribing, folks. I know this is a funny way to end, but, well, we had to split up our content a little bit because our next step is a big old questions and answer session with Sam and brother Steven. It was just too long when we combined the episodes, so we split them up. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. Elvis, stay in your seat. You don't get to have my sandwich. Okay. Maybe you'll get a bite of my sandwich. There you go, Looney. Little bear, where are you? Good girl.
I guess this will be the first episode of the year.
I think maybe. Oh, that's awful, making the first episode of the year about a GMC.